Welcome to the historic Inner Harbor of Baltimore, Maryland. Just a stone's throw away, you find M&T Bank Stadium, the home of the Ravens. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Houston Texans and the Baltimore Ravens. Greg Olsen with you. Off we go here in Baltimore. Here comes a return from foul. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
First of all, you ain't got long enough. With me, you ain't strong enough. So whatever it is, they got you thinking that. Come on, come on. What is it?
Going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. And I'd love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a first down
at the 43-yard line.
Right back to him on first down. He's inside the 25. The defense saves the touchdown, but a terrific run. It'll be first and goal inside the 10. It's a big one for the Ravens. And even 50 yards. Now a chance to pay off that big play. They have it first and goal. And he's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal.
It's back at the 8 now for second and goal.
Hey, Shannon! Shannon! Shannon!
They'll try to throw here with Jackson. And he's so close to the goal line, couldn't get that ball extended. They keep him out, and it sets up third and goal.
Middle. Get out!
They'll try to run this one in. And he's so close to breaking the plane, but the official's going to come in and mark him short. So now it's fourth down.
It's now fourth and goal.
The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down's looming. Oh, the hard count looked like they cut somebody to jump. If they did, they pick up the first down. So, trying to make a statement on this opening drive. Gonna go for it on fourth and goal. They'll try to sneak it here, and he's not going to get there. They stopped him at the goal line. It's a turnover on downs.
Well, clearly this coach wanted to come out aggressive early. They decide not to settle for the field goal by going for it on fourth and goal, and they are turned away. What a great stop early in this game by this defense.
Here we go.
Down, gonna throw right away. A short throw pulled in by Schultz. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Now a deep ball here for Collins. He gets free. Still on the move. Inside the 10. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 95 yards. Touchdown, Houston. A huge play there. They go in the air. We only see a few touchdowns of that length all year. They go from backed up to in the end zone for a touchdown.
It is, Mike. In this case, most teams are saying, let's just pick up the first down. At the very least, give our punter some room out of the end zone. But not this guy. He's thinking taking it to distance, and that's exactly what he was able to do.
This taken at the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
Their own 27-yard line.
Start on the ground. They'll get him behind his blockers. Get forward for pick up the 3. Harder that time. There to make the play.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 7.
Ready. Get out.
Goes quickly in the game. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Here now, 3rd and 5. From the gun, Jackson. Moving outside the pocket. Will try to run for it.
Good awareness there on 3rd down. He's thinking there's nothing there. Tuck it and head for the sticks. He's able to get the first down himself, avoid any big contact. And the biggest thing is he keeps the drive alive.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
A first down throw for Jackson. Coming across the field, he's got it. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Baltimore, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Middle.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. He got rid of that one quickly. Before the receiver knew what was going on. It's incomplete.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. Next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
And he's in. Touchdown, Baltimore. His 6th touchdown now for the season.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defense.
And trouble on this extra point. It is blocked. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 10. We'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. In motion now, it's Collins. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And they manage to pick up about 4. Jeremiah Lusu-Koromoa in on the stop.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 6. From the gun, here's Stroud. And he gets that one complete to Collins. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set down. He picked up the first down.
Well, it wasn't the most exciting throw, but I want you to watch, Mike, is the suddenness of the route run. Change of speed, change of direction. Those are the qualities of great route runners, and this guy certainly one of them. You have to admire when quarterbacks are willing to put their head down and fight for some extra yardage, Mike. Sometimes, but you say work the squeeze. Get down, protect yourself, live to play another snap.
From the 44-yard line, here's second down and 4. They'll run it here with Saquon. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Rush for the loss of a yard.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he was able to bring him back for a loss.
A pickup of 12 yards. It's good for a Texans first down.
These third down conversions are just so important. Like everybody stresses, we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. If you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
And boy, tough to bring down there, fighting forward for a gain of 7.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
Ball on the 39. Here's second and 3. Here's Stroud. Going left side down the field, and it's complete. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
The touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. It's the Texans who have the early lead. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. It's Texans football. Quarter number 2 begins as they've got it with first and 10.
Here we go, let's go.
I'll run up the middle with Barkley. He'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
He was brought down at the 15-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Y'all gotta pop my taste. Y'all can't talk about basic.
Here's a second and 6.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Oh, the flash, and he moves the football. And the Ravens have come up with the football. So the penalty sets up this offense for first and goal.
Here we go. 18. What's up?
They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. He will score! Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Texans. The kicking team off for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Texans will take a 14-6 lead.
Bring up 6.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken around the 11. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
They're on the 30-yard line.
now to throw on first down. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And it's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 3. The shotgun, here's Jackson. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Addison that time. And it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Yards to go.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running down, there is a lot of space open underneath.
It's a pickup of 12. Good for a Raven first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Hey, report! Report!
Jackson up top again. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll get it back what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 34-yard line.
Working from the shotgun. He'll hand this one off. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down at the 31.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Ravens. That is 2nd touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year.
So often these defenses come into the game, Mike, and when they build their pass defense plan, there's tight ends, there's receivers, there's so many weapons that these offenses around the league have at their disposal. It could be easy sometimes to not account for the running back out of the backfield, and that's exactly what happened here. Easy throw, get into the hands of one of the most dynamic guys on the field, and let them do the rest after the catch, and he takes it in for a touchdown.
This fielded at the 2. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
On the bootleg, it's Stroud. On the right side, taken in by Collins. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
46-yard line.
They'll run the counter with Berkeley. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here we go. To throw, it's Stroud. He's hit as he throws. It goes to the ground and into the incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. That is intercepted. Picked off by Billy Bowman. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with.
this route against quarters coverage, Mike, you have to do a better job of running the route flat. The quarterback is going to trust that you are going to uncover right when that guy comes out of his break, but he rounds the route just a little too much and ends up being a costly mistake.
180. Get on. 180. Get on.
Jackson going to keep it himself. And just a short pickup then to the 35.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going in the short game.
180. 180.
Second down. Jackson. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked up by Caleb Fuller. And the Texans are going to get the football. And they'll have it just past the 20-yard line. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10.
All right.
Now Stroud. That's to the left side. Caught by Noah. And we'll mark him down just shy of the 40. That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick first down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and it just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run the toss to Barkley. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss. 33-yard line.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and the defense that can run to the ball, we're able to get you down for a loss. It seemed like the receiver might ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up the next game.
Nico Collins was the intended receiver there. And it's going to be 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes Tommy Townsend to punt for Houston. This is going to get out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
So wet it down. Get your money up. I put money down. On all of us. On my people now. On what I love. Ooh, baby, it's dangerous. Your problems are just not the same to us. We're dealing with dangerous.
180.
Here's Jackson. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he's going to be taken down up around the 24-yard mark. 12 yards on the game. That's it for a quick first down. Now, Jackson. The throw here is complete. And he'll be ridden out of bounds after a gain of 6.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, you stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
A pair of first downs gives them 1st and 10 up at the 40.
Hey, middle.
To the air one more time with Jackson. Quick throw, taken in. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. His fifth catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes. And there is a
And he lost the football. The Texans have it. A big effort for the defense to come up not only with the fumble, but a very good return. And the offense, Greg, is in business. It's first and goal.
great awareness, Mike, by the defender. Not only to secure the recovery, but then to turn into a runner. Thought he was going to score for a minute, but either way, his offense now is in prime position, first and goal, hoping to capitalize.
After that fumble recovery, a big opportunity here. First and goal. Here's Barkley. And he will power his way into the end zone. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Texans. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. They'll line it up to kick the extra point. The kick is good. And the Texans extend the lead to 8. It's 21-13. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And he will not attempt the return, so this will come out now to the 35-yard line. Jackson. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest game.
That's good.
That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Back to throw. Jackson. To the right side here. Pass is caught. And he's close to another first down. This is brought down just shy of the marker. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. 2nd and inches.
180.
Up the middle they go. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we reached the intermission. It was been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half in just a moment.
I'm prophetic. They only talk about it, how you get it. Only good for saving face, seeing cosmetics. How many hands I gotta take?
Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. Now an opening past the 30. What a start to the second half. They come right out of the locker room and take it all the way to the end zone for 6.
I'm speechless by that coach because it barely worked. I mean, talk about a dream start here. You find yourself at halftime, you're regrouping, we want to come out in the third quarter and establish some rhythm and momentum. And boy, do they do that here with their kickoff unit, returning it for 6.
And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Hey, Alpha, tonight. What?
First down throw for Jackson. This one's going to be taking it over the middle. Momentum down just shy of the 40. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
39-yard line.
Hey, tonight. 180. Hey, shot. Set up.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. His throw left side is complete. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Jackson now on 2nd down. Going over the middle, this one is complete. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
That's good.
Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down.
10 at the 42-yard
The first set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. On the shotgun, he's going to give up the middle. And he'll get about 5.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 5. Handoff here, up the middle. Face to run, inside the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Baltimore. That's his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. The extra point, up and good. And the Ravens are back within 1 score. It is an 8-point game. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Okay.
This one out quickly to Noah. Down the sideline. And he'll be taken down at the 10-yard line. It is a big-time play for Houston. 55 yards on the game.
First down.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
So after the big play to start, now we have 1st and goal. Here's a run. Down at the 6.
Saquon Barkley, the ball carrier. Nate Wiggins on the tackle. A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
Here now, 2nd down
6-yard
and goal.
On the quick, right?
To throw. Down. No chance at all. He'll go down. J.O.K. Jeremiah Owusu-Koromo gets in there for the sack. And now it's 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
Here's Stroud. And that one's incomplete. They're really ratcheting up the coverage there. And they force fourth down. The Texans going to turn things over to their field goal unit. This from 30 yards out. He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the Texans will extend their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
They're on the 27-yard line.
Sit on! Manny! Finish it! Finish it!
That one is complete. And he'll be taken down at the 40-yard line. His 8th reception of the game. And good for a first down.
At the 40-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build on. They've got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start. He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Moore from the 43. Here's 2nd down and 7. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Play fills quickly. Here comes third down.
It's a gain of 4.
Watching him throughout this game has been incredible, Mike. I mean, I've loved watching him perform. The reality is it just hasn't impacted the outcome of the game. It's really been a wasted individual effort unless they can somehow find a way to flip this thing around.
We'll get this out to the left flat. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 41.
That's good.
Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a first down.
At the 41-yard line.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on third down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to. And certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
Little short pass here. By his tight end. That is brought down. A gain of 6 on first down.
Brings up second and 3.
From the 34-yard line. Here's second down and 3. From the gun, Jackson. Out to his right. He'll get rid of it and complete it.
Gain of 8.
And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
First down 10 on the 25-yard line.
Again, it's Jackson. It's caught. It's Brooks out of the backfield. And he's in. Jonathan Brooks. Touchdown, Ravens.
Touchdown, Ravens.
Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Now Jackson and the Ravens will try to tack on 2 more.
Ravens will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Throwing now from the gun. Pulls in. And they're able to tack on a 2-point conversion.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
Now, here comes a return from the 9. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Texans take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
On first down, it's Stroud. To the left side, into the hands of Powers.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play, winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass. Because the quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
Here's second and 2. To throw is Stroud. Short throw pulled in by Schultz. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, the underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up the first down.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. Call it a gain of 13. First down for Houston.
And the Texans first down.
Here we go. Let's go. 18. That's it. Good.
So back and forth they go as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Here we go. 18. What's that?
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Over the middle and caught by Collins. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
More yards.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier. And that catch gets him a 1st down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Texans.
All right.
They'll run. It's Barkley. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. He gets a yard out of that one. He's at 2nd down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
All right.
From the gun, here's Stroud. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a 1st down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
Push to his right. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal coming up. Tackle made at the 3-yard line.
It's been a really good drive so far. What I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
Yeah, I'm on some rappers pay my bill. All the books in here, I thought I'd make it richer.
An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. 1st down and goal. Barkley. This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run.
And he's into the end zone. That might be a knockout punch. Touchdown, Houston. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. They'll return this from the 11. A very good field position to start as the return is past the 40.
At their own 42-yard line.
Jackson now to play on 1st down. Milton Williams. He gets in to record his 2nd sack of the game. Number 4 on the season. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. The shotgun, here's Jackson. There's that man again. Another catch. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. 10 catches now in the game. They've gone his way early and often. That one for a 1st down. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 38-yard line.
2nd down. Jackson. Thrown left side. The catch is made. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone inside the 20. A gain there of 20. 1st down, Baltimore. Jackson up top again. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
17 more yards.
heading for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the first down. To the air one more time with Jackson. Hook it up in the end zone. It's incomplete. Wow, the coverage excellent there. It'll bring up second and goal.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
He'll try to run this one in. And this one will in quickly. Take him back to the 5-yard line.
Third and goal.
Yeah.
Hey, check, I'm coming.
Third and goal for Jackson. That's going to be broken up in the end zone. Incomplete. There was no space to fit that one in. And now here comes fourth and goal. So on is Tyler Luke in a big spot. This to get back to a one-possession game.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense, settling for too many field goals.
Here we go. 118.
He'll start on the ground with Barkley. And he'll get nothing in. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. He's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Second and 10.
Here we go.
Stroud going to set up the throw. That's to the left side. Caught by Noel. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. It's good for a Texans first down.
And the Texans first down.
Now, Stroud. Good luck. Fine time.
Nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second down and 9.
118.
To throw, it's Stroud. A throw behind his neck. Can't reel it back in. That'll go down as an incompletion. He was looking for Jalen Noel that time. And it's going to be third down.
We got a big third down coming up here, Mike. They got a chance with the conversion to possibly get this under the 2-minute warning, put this defense in a position where they have to start using their timeouts.
This crowd into it now as we get to third down.
No. Tony.
Stroud. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
The Texans getting all set to punch as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth-quarter lead. And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit the field of play and continue out of bounds. They'll come up for 1st and 10.
Sit on! Sit on! 180! Sit on!
They'll drop to throw. To the right side here, pass is caught. And he's going to be brought down at the 45. That does it. Catch number 12. And a first down.
6-yard line.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. A big one here in the fourth quarter to gain a 43 yards.
That's another Baltimore first down.
Sit on!
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked up by Henry Chuachua. And a good return here as he is out of bounds up at the 45.
And in these tight games, especially in the second half, Mike, these are the big moments that somebody needs to step up and make a play, and that's exactly what he's able to do here. Great read, great reaction. Steps in front of that ball and ends up going the other way.
Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second. I think the stoppage with just 50 seconds remaining here in the fourth.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Once again, it's Barkley. Going through inside the 40. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
And that should all but put this one away, Mike. And we've had some big plays throughout this game, but none bigger than that one right there. They score on the long touchdown. That makes this a two-possession game here late.
Texans 45, Ravens 31.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. He's going to opt not to bring this one out. Probably a wise decision as this ball comes out to the 35. Forward, here's 1st down.
180! 180!
From the gun, Jackson. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now Jackson. And that time, the pressure is too much. He'll go down. Rams now going to use their final timeout. Stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Jackson now on 2nd down. And for the 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked up.